Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahadana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Bhagavan Sahadani Devita Shri Vishakam Vitascha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Srinivadi Paschati Deshakarini Vancha Kalpataru Vishya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patikaram Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jalapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Nustade Aptakanshana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Devi. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you for this Krishna Katha series. Now we are very fast approaching Janmashtami, now which is just around the corner, and all devotees are working very hard now for making this festival and inviting the Lord. And this time for the Krishna Katha series, we thought of this theme, or thought of the shlokas or the pastimes, so in such a way that it relates with our endeavor. So last time Maharaj had come, Bhakti Vigna Vinashika Nashini Maharaj, last Sunday, and he spoke about Akrura's arrival in Vrindavan. And here, today we are going to discuss about the Rukmini's letter to Krishna. So how is it connected to the things that are happening? It is, we are trying to invoke the presence of Krishna, and we should know, like anything that we have to do. So now many different Janmashtami festivals are happening, and some teams are quite new. And the new teams, what do? So they talk with the existing, or the devotees who have done this service for many, many years. So they actually consult with them, and then they get an expert advice. Okay, so this is how it should be done, and this is what can be expected, and things like that. So in the same way, now we all want to invoke Krishna's presence. Now we all want to attain Krishna's lotus feet. So and we want to invoke Krishna's presence in on the day of Janmashtami. So all of us are eagerly awaiting to celebrate Krishna's appearance day. So how does Krishna appear? So these are all some standard and exalted devotees, who have performed their devotional service in such an exemplary way that end of their attempt, they finally got the result. Basically these are success stories. So people read different success stories. So we also read success story. How Akrura got success in meeting Krishna and how Rukmini got success in getting the hand of Krishna. So this chapter, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it Rukmini's message to Krishna. So we are not going to see how Krishna kidnapped Rukmini, but then we are going to study the appeal that Rukmini actually sent to Krishna. So this chapter, the message of Rukmini to Lord Krishna. So it starts with a lot of background. So now the Jarasandha, he was constantly attacking, Dwaraka. So how many times he attacked Dwaraka? 17 times with failure, and 18th time also with failure, but he thought it a success. So every time he used to bring 23 Akshoniya soldiers, and every time Krishna would single-handedly defeat Jarasandha, and then he would just leave him without killing, bad job. Okay. So then he would go back and he would assemble again huge amount of soldiers, and he used to come to fight. So sometimes it is asked why Krishna did not kill. He is creating so much problem again and again. So for us it looks like a problem, but for Krishna it is like job done. So Krishna has come here to reduce the burden of earth. With this earth is overburdened with sinful demons and kings. So Asatam Shiti Gujam. So it is mentioned that impious kings. This Krishna's job is to wash off the planet, with destroying all these kings. So Jarasandha was doing this job. So Krishna ek jaha pe baitha likhna apna kaam ho raha hai. So then he thought, okay, fine, this guy can do the aggregation work, and then we can sit in one place and destroy everybody. So that's what Krishna's aim was. In fact, this is one very important thing to understand. Generally, people have the idea, God means all good, all goody things, So God means He should give me, nice job. God means He should give me nice, facilities, and everything should be nice. And anything goes wrong, immediately, just like you go to some hotel or something like that. So peak time pe attender nahi aaya to gussa ho jata hai. Like that. In the same way, if God doesn't supply things in proper time, or as expected, as desired by me, so then we become angry. So people little bit of bodily problem or little bit of financial problem, immediately they'll call, why God is doing this to me. So here this one is God. The definition of God. So people should understand. Anything good happens, it is by the mercy of God. And anything bad happens, it is also by the mercy of God. And bad things also happen with the sanction of the Lord. So here we see that the Lord, one of the mission of the Lord is to destroy, the people who are, who are impious. So he does that thing, and he's getting aggregation of all this. All the sinful people in one place, and then he's destroying them wholesale. So now, in this time, 18th time, when Jarasandha comes, a unique thing happens, the Kala Yavana. So there is another, Yavana king. He also comes. So he comes first, and after that, Jarasandha comes. So when he comes, Krishna and Arjuna, they are, Krishna is actually making a show of running away from this one. And this Yavana also follows him, and then he goes into a cave, and then Muchukunda is sleeping there, and he gets delivered. All these things are covered in the previous chapter. And in this chapter, it shows that Muchukunda is he got delivered, and then he offered obeisances to Krishna, and he proceeded towards north. And he also sees that in the Kali Yuga, all the people have become small, less intelligent, ugly, and things like that and all. So even the greatest of beauties that we see, in Kali Yuga is like most ugliest thing, for people in the for people in the previous ages. So then we can actually imagine, like, their standard of living. They were living a much higher standard of life. So now, after handling this Yavana, Krishna comes back, and then he sees that like the Yavana soldiers are there still, and he destroys all of them, takes the booty, takes the all the riches, that are there with them, and then he is trying to enter into Dwaraka, and at that time Jarasandha comes. So like back to back, do battle. So like Krishna wanted some break. So he showed that he is again fearful of Jarasandha, and then he's running away from the battlefield. So, and this is like, Krishna is glorified as Ranachor, right? So, one who has ran away from the battlefield. So, it is actually a disgrace. Anybody who runs away from the battlefield. If you see the Kshatriya combat, how does it happen? So many times people ask this question whenever we talk about this pastimes of the Lord. So in Mahabharata also, like in so many places, when somebody is fighting with somebody, like there are many other powerful kings are also there. Like, why not they attack? So like, what is it that he's fighting with somebody? Like, other people could also take chance. So then, our answer is they're not doing some street fight. Like either chance mila like maar bro. It's not like that. They're actually fighting a dharma yuddha. They are fighting a like battle on certain rules and regulations. So if somebody challenges, if a Kshatriya doesn't accept that challenge, it is a disgrace for him. And if he doesn't accept the challenge, the person who's challenging, he cannot attack. So both of them have to agree upon that yes, we will face. That is a very important thing. So many times it happens like one Kshatriya challenges another Kshatriya, and then due to some reason he just doesn't want to accept the fight. He just goes back. So he cannot stab from the back. He cannot do anything from the back. So that's the way the battles used to be fought. And here, Krishna decides to run. So when he runs, like Jarasandha should not, he's resigning from the fight and he should give some time. So, but then Jarasandha actually, chases behind him. And then, after running for long distance, it is mentioned that Krishna and Balram felt tiredness. So, and after feeling tired, what did they do after feeling tired? They started climbing a huge mountain. So this is like not possible only, right? So this is an impossible thing that is happening. So this shows that Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. And then after they climb the mountain, so they go to the peak of the mountain. And then Jarasandha and all the soldiers, they are going around and searching the mountain in all different directions and all caves and bushes, everywhere they've searched and they are not able to find Krishna. So this also shows one very important philosophical point, that Ada Shri Krishna Namadi Na Bhavet Grahyam Indriyai, right? So they were, Krishna was there in the reach, they could be able to see Krishna, both Kalayavana and also like Jarasandha, but they could not capture Krishna, right? So we also try to chant the names of Krishna. We also try to take darshan of Krishna, attend Aarati, and then study Srimad Bhagavatam. But hardly we could able to access Krishna. Sometimes we are able to, sometimes we are not able to. So why this is happening? Because it is not possible by our endeavor alone. To attain Krishna, there are two very important things are there. One is our endeavor, in a way to please him, and then Krishna's mercy. So this both the things are required. So if Krishna decides, he is not going to be caught, like nobody can catch. In fact, Yamana, when he was like following Krishna was just like, if you stretch your hand, just here. Krishna is just here. And he's trying to run his best. Whatever he is running, he's just like, he's not able to touch Krishna. It's like that much. So this is very essential point to understand, for the sadhakas. Though, like the bead bag is there with us, and the holy name is there with us. Like, we can just vibrate and get the holy name out. But still, we will not be able to get the association of Krishna if Krishna doesn't desire. It's only by the mercy of Krishna we will be able to get the access to Krishna. So here, Jarasandha and all these demons, they try to access Krishna without his sanction, no, without like no by their own force. No, we will capture Krishna now. No, either no devotees want to capture Krishna, no, for rendering service, and demons want to capture Krishna for killing him. So in both the cases, until unless Krishna becomes merciful, no, we will not be able to access Krishna. So even no demons, like for demons to get allowed to access Krishna, that is also mercy of Krishna, because in that also, no, they get purified. So Sukadeva Goswami actually explains, just like fire, no, you lovingly touch or hatredly touch, it will burn. So in the same way, no, just like that, no, the Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So you lovingly approach him for service, you will become purified. And with hatred you approach him, you will become purified. No, but the standard process is that no, we have to offer loving devotional service, right? Anukulyena, Krishna Anushilana, right? So that is the way, like the standard process, the standard devotional service is performed. So now they, out of this one, like they climb the mountain and this Jarasandha is trying to find for a long time. No, he is not able to. So this long time also we can associate with our this one Brahma Samhita prayer. Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayo ratapi manaso muni pungavana sopyasti yat prabhada samni avichintatve govindamadi purusham tamaham vajami. Right? So, like, no, Pantastu Koti Satavatsara, no, Koti Satavatsara, like, no, for many, many millions of years, no, if somebody travels with the speed of mind, and even if he is Muni Pungava, if he is the best of the Munis, the Munis are very expert in, no, in their thought process, no, they can travel with the speed of time. So, their mental speed and the speed with which they can actually travel, no, is very high. So, like, even with that great speed, no, for Koti Satavatsara, like, no, here these people like finished the game in like maybe few hours or something like that. So, but even if we travel at the speed of mind or the light or whatever it is, the best possible speed for millions and millions of years, still, no, we will not be able to capture Krishna. No, that is the position of Krishna. No, he is the like he is the most closest person as Paramatma, or you know, for us in the form of bead bag. But he is the most farthest person, because if he doesn't give the mercy, no, we will not be able to access him. Right. So that is how it is very difficult for these demons to capture Krishna, no, just by their brute force. No. So, and after searching for a long time, so they couldn't able to find Krishna and Balram. So then, they decided to set the mountain ablaze. No, you can see like putting a mountain on fire is not an easy thing. No, and Jarasandha and all these demons were very, very highly capable people, and such highly capable people could not find Krishna. No, so that is the thing. It is not that no, we are not able to find Krishna because we are not that qualified. So even if I get some more qualification, I'll be able to get Krishna. So no qualification can help us attain Krishna. So only the mercy of Krishna is very essential. With the devotional qualities, we should also have the mercy of Krishna. So now after the mountain was set to fire, so then Krishna and Balram jumped. No, it's like not if you see the mountain is like this. No, if you jump from here, you may end up landing in the mountain itself. So, and immediate vicinity of the mountain, there is like a lot of fire is there. And then, after the fire, the immediate vicinity of the mountain, Jarasandha's soldiers are there. So the Acharyas explain, Krishna and Balram jumped like this, far away. So they jumped, not in the mountain, not in the fire, not in the midst of the army. They jumped far away and then went to Dwaraka before even these people could realize. And then the Acharyas also explain that now Krishna and Balram, so Jarasandha thought that these people were dead and gone, they were burnt. So now they could have generally, like, if you win a kingdom, what will you do? You will go inside and you will loot the kingdom, and then probably you will start living there, or you will establish your flag there and things like that. But Jarasandha just left. Now it is mentioned that Krishna's kingdom is like very opulent, and also it is endowed with mode of goodness and pure mode of goodness. And for Jarasandha, who is accustomed to a lower mode, it was not very much acha nahi lag raha tha. So there is one story is there that one fisherman, in the night he was traveling and there was like heavy rain, and then he went to a nearby ashram, and then he took shelter, and he was like, sleeping outside. And the ashram inmates, like, they thought that, this guy is like, very much in trouble, so let us allow him inside. So they told, like, no, you can come inside and sleep, but then you cannot bring your fish back. No, that has to be kept outside. So then, outside there is so much of wind and rain and all those things are there. So then this guy went inside, and there was like, in ashram, there was like nice aromatic flowers and incense and all those things were there. But this guy could not get sleep. He was not able to tolerate. He was feeling it obnoxious. And he left in the middle of the night, and he went and slept with his fish bag. Then he could able to sleep properly. Right? So, we get accustomed, we get conditioned to a particular mode so strongly that the higher mode also looks very repulsive. No, it is better. Mode of goodness, mode of pure goodness is better. No, but then it appears to be repulsive. No, for him the lower mode is much better. So, like, he was not very much interested in getting inside. So he went to his Magadharaj. So this is all like acharyas actually give this light, into this one. In the same way, sometimes devotees also say, no, why not Krishna take me back to Godhead immediately? So we will feel very uncomfortable in back to Godhead. Because we have not advanced ourselves to that level. Even if we are forcibly taken back to Godhead, we will return back. So that is the problem, that Krishna doesn't take us back to Godhead so easily. Because if we are purified and if we are made qualified and then brought, taken back there, so we will remain there, for long. So it is just like, Bhagavatam is like the spiritual world, and not everybody can sit in Bhagavatam for long, And like, the holy name is also like, you see, morning when we start chanting 4:30 to 5:10, Mangalarti happens, 5:10, 5:15, like, full attendance is there. So आधा घंटा चला गया, like, कुछ लोग चले गए, एक घंटा चला गया और कुछ लोग चले गए, and 2 घंटे के बाद में like, गिने चुने लोग बैठे रहते हैं. So it is like, it is very difficult, to stay in the spiritual atmosphere for a long time, for conditioned beings. So it is, like in the same way, we see that like we are taken back to Godhead forcibly. We will return back because we will like, ठीक है, 2 घंटा, 2-3 घंटे या 5 घंटा morning program काफी है. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं हो पाएगा. After that, we have to do something else. So when we are able to relish Krishna consciousness 24/7, we don't want any gap. So then, we are qualified to go back to Godhead because that's what is the environment over there. So like, there we cannot go there and say like, no, abhi to itna sadhana ho gaya, like, no, abhi to break de dijiye. So break means coming back to material world. That's all. So in spiritual world, there is no other break is there. So now we see that, like Jarasandha left to. No, he didn't go to this one, Dwaraka, and he left and went off. So then after that, there is Shukadeva Goswami very quickly describes about the marriage of Balram and marriage of Krishna. Marriage of Balram with Revati and marriage of Krishna with Rukmini. So, and then he finishes he wraps up the whole, this one, whole pastime. And this one, Parikshit Maharaj is saying like, please, explain. So, like you're telling about some very wonderful things in very cut short, you should know that like, these are all my, Krishna is my relative, Krishna is my dear Lord, so don't cut short the pastimes, tell in detail. So, and also, Shukadeva Goswami tells that marriage of Balram in very, very short, this one, and we have discussed it in previously, like in the 9th canto, it is already discussed, and then marriage of Krishna is discussed. So why? Because it is an etiquette that elder brother should get married first. So it is not that the pastime of the Krishna's marriage is described and Balram's marriage is not described. So it's not very good. So like Shukadeva Goswami actually tells that yeah, Balram also got married and after that Krishna got married. So that's okay, fine. That's proper etiquette. So in fact, when Draupadi was won in the Swayamvar, so then Draupadi was taken back. Like there was a discussion that one is that the Kunti told like all of you share and stuff like that, and so then there was this question of whom, like Arjuna won Draupadi, but still there was this question who will get married. So when Arjuna was offered that, you should get married, no, how will I get married? Like, no, my elder brother Yudhishthir and Bhima, no, they are not married. So how will I get married? So it is not proper. No. So ideally, she should be wedded to them. No. So that is how the this one. So though he won no Draupadi in marriage, but still the etiquette is followed. Like who has to the elder brother is supposed to be married first. So here also the same thing is mentioned. So Revati is married to Balram, and then Lord Krishna marries Rukmini. And we see that the Supreme Lord, like his consorts, are not ordinary living entities. No, they are exactly the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi. And we see that Rukmini is actually the expansion of Srimati Radharani. And she is a Shakti Tattva. She is not like ordinary living entity. And it is mentioned in quality, there is no difference between the Lord and and his consort. No, both of them are equal in quality. And there is a description of different styles of marriage is also there. So there is a first class marriage that is there, which is fixed by the parents. And then there is Gandharva and Rakshasa style of marriage. So here, like Krishna actually kidnaps Rukmini. So this is called Rakshasa style of marriage. And this is followed and practiced in Kshatriya dynasties. And in Kala Shudra Sambhava. We should not try. If we kidnap, then we end up in jail. So that's the problem. So Krishna kidnaps Rukmini in the presence of many rivals like Sushipal and Jarasandha, Shalva, and all these people. And snatching from Sushipal is like Garuda snatching nectar from the demigods. So this is also a nice pastime, Garuda snatching nectar from the demigods. So there is there was a competition between Vinita and Kadru. Vinita is the mother of Garuda, and Kadru is the mother of all the snakes. So all the snakes, like everybody came originally from human beings, all the species that exist. So Kashyapa's wives, they are, and Kashyapa is a Prajapati who filled the earth with population. And so they had a kind of a disagreement on a topic, on a point, that Surya Dev's white horses, Surya Dev have white horses, on which he goes on the Manasutra mountain. So that's how the sun actually revolves. So we don't believe in heliocentric model. We believe in geocentric model. Earth is stationary and sun is moving, right? So that's what we are able to see every day. Like, sun is moving. So, and the Vedic scriptures give much more description that there is a mountain, which is like a ring road. So in the periphery, like in the Bhumandala, there is this mountain called Manasutra mountain. And on top of it, like the sun actually has a very brilliant chariot. He was going. And in fact, to give competition to this, Priyavrat Maharaj, he makes another chariot and he drives the chariot in the opposite direction of the sun. And that's how the 7 concentric circles of 7 Deepas have come. So he was so powerful that he was matching the sun. He didn't want night to happen. He was matching the sun on the opposite direction. And he was riding on his chariot. And like that, he made huge oceans in the earth, in the Bhumandala. So anyway, so this is all. Like now, when the sun is moving in his chariot, there is the white horses are there. So the white horses' tails are also white only. So, but then there was a competition that, this horse tail is black. Kadru was telling. And Vinita was telling, no, it is white only. So, and they were waiting for the sun to pass by this one. And by the time, like, Kalia is also one of the sons of, Kadru. And he thought, like, my mother will lose in the battle, and he lose in the this one bet. And if anybody loses, the other person, the loser will become the maid servant, of the other person. So like Kalia went and wrapped on the Surya's horse's tail, So then after that, like Vinita got this one, she failed in the bet. And then she became a maid servant. And Garuda Dev, after he became, grew up, and he saw that, our mother is she's like a maid servant, and Kadru is ordering her left, right, center. What is this? And he went and told, how can I release my mother, from this? So then Kadru told, like, you get nectar from the demigods and then you feed all my children. No? So like then Garuda told, like, "Okay, whatever it takes, no, I'll do." And then Garuda, he went and took the nectar from Indradev, and no, like they were not able to fight Garuda. Garuda is a very powerful personality. And then Indra told, like, no, arey, like, no, kidhar leke ja rahe hain? No, nectar ko. So I'm going to give to Kadru and release my mother from the slavery. And then, like, no, Indra also was like very much astonished, like, she is the mother of snakes and she will feed all the snakes with nectar and snakes will become very powerful. This is not a very good deal. So then this one happens, that deal happens that, no, you go and give the nectar, no, I'll go and give the nectar and behind you come Indra, you snatch it back. you know? So, like that. So Garuda snatching nectar from the demigods. No, this is the analogy. In many places this comes. No, Garuda snatching nectar from the demigods. So demigods are quite powerful, and nectar is their rightful privilege to have. So and then Garuda goes and powerfully snatches off, and they couldn't able to offer any battle, against Garuda. So like that, very with lot of, it's not that there's an equal battle is there, or there is like with great difficulty, like no kaisa bhi karke nikal ke aa gaye. No, like Garuda snatching nectar is like royally going and taking, and nobody's able to do anything. No, like that. So that's how Krishna actually snatched Rukmini. So it is mentioned in these shlokas, the beauty of Rukmini is very, very explicit. And she is described with this word Ruchiranana. Ruchiranana means one who has got a very beautiful face, expanded like the lotus flower. How the lotus flower expands very nicely. So in this way, her face was so beautiful. And she was having, she developed eagerness to attain Krishna by the way of hearing about him. So in the royal palaces, just like kings like Rukmini's father's name is Bhishmaka, right? Bhishmaka. So like he was a very pious king, and so many great personalities, sadhus, all these people would come. So like to the court palace, and sadhu's job is to describe and glorify about Krishna. So that is the quality with which we can actually see a sadhu, how much he is attached to Krishna. So, like Prabhupada mentions, like, how do you select a spiritual master, or how do you actually take shelter of a person? Krishna, somebody is just. Okay, so like how do we select who from whom we can actually learn about Krishna? So Prabhupada says, like one who knows the signs of Krishna, so one who is attached to Krishna, so such a person can become a spiritual master, right? So this is the quality. So we see that a sadhu is is evaluated based on his attachment to Krishna, based on his eagerness and to serve Krishna and things like that. So that is the quality with which a sadhu is measured. And if a sadhu is called to the court of Bhishmaka, so what he will generally do? He will glorify Krishna. That is his only activity, and he will keep on glorifying Krishna. And there are many sadhus who visit this Bhishmaka's palace, and they would glorify Krishna. And Rukmini had the good fortune of listening to all these things. And by listening to this glorification of the Lord, she became attracted to the form of the Lord, and she became devoted to him. So these days we see, now I don't have much experience, but then when people see for marriage, photo dikhav. So the photo is exchanged also. Here there was no photo exchange, and but still Rukmini got attracted to the form of Krishna. So how you can say later in the letter of Rukmini we will see Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara. It is mentioned. So how does he actually know the features of Krishna, and how did she got attracted to Krishna? So it is a very essential point. We see that in one of the purports of Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada actually writes, so when we get the revelation of Krishna, it is even if we are chanting the names of Krishna, and then we get a nice revelation of Krishna, so in the form of the holy name. So it can satisfy all the senses, no? Like it is, Rupa Goswami also says, Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyana Kritim. No, when the holy name actually occupies, no, like when it actually manifests, the Lord actually manifests in the body of a devotee. So he actually becomes the king of all the senses, no, and he controls all the senses, no. So he's like in that way we see that like all the senses will become completely and perfectly gratified, by the presence of Krishna. Even though the Lord is present in the form of holy name, so the Lord can satisfy the desires of the eyes, the Lord can satisfy the desires of the nose, the Lord can satisfy the desires of the tongue. All our desires will be completely satisfied. So that is why we see great personalities like Dhruva Maharaj. Now, when he met Krishna, so like when he was doing tapasya and then he got an opportunity to meet Krishna, so he says, Swamin Kritartaham Varannayache. Now, why he's telling like this? Now, he had a lot of desire to attain so many things. So all his desires are wholesale, one shot, fulfilled. So, like there is a means after attaining Krishna, so one doesn't feel like having anything else because that is the perfection of all the attainments. So that he gets it. So in the same way, like Rukmini is hearing about the glories of Krishna. So when we hear the glories of Krishna or when we chant the names of Krishna in a proper attitude, in proper way, so then Krishna becomes manifest. And when Krishna becomes manifest, he is not just going to gratify the ears, he is going to gratify all the senses. So of course, like we are not looking for sense gratification with Krishna. We want to serve Krishna. But as a result of it, we will also be satisfied. All the senses will be completely satisfied. That is how we see that many great personalities in the past, have like become absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord, and then they have become renunciants. Why? Because they're actually enjoying the highest pleasure. So it is not that like sometimes like people see the renunciant and say, "Vichara, like life mein kuch happiness hi nahi hai iska." So like he doesn't have any happiness in life. Actually, he has the best happiness. Because he has the best happiness. He has chosen this path of renunciation. He is like able to get relishment, in the topics of Krishna. And here we see, Rukmini, she is fortunate, she was a lady, she could able to get Krishna as husband. If she's a male, like, she would have become a renunciant. Female, she can get married to Krishna. So that's a nice point, actually. So she was fortunate that she could able to appeal to Krishna that, you are my only husband. You should come and marry me, right? So this very nice aspect. So here we see that she was hearing the pastimes of the Lord. She was hearing the glories of the Lord from various sadhus, and she got developed her attraction and attachment to Krishna. So this holds true even for us. Like we have the sadhana of chanting, we have the sadhana of reading and hearing. So this is very same sadhana that is Rukmini also did, and we are also doing the same sadhana. So now, if we can do it diligently, we have to take it very, very seriously because this is the means. It is not that some kind of a score that we need to do or some kind of a ritual that we need to do. So then we will not be able to make the sufficient progress. So to make progress, a few of the important aspects is that we need to hear about the goal and we need to develop sufficient attachment, to get the goal. That's a very important aspect. If we don't have sufficient attachment to get the goal, so then the process will not help us, to move forward. The same holy name everybody chants. It is not that like everybody will make the same kind of progress. It is not like that. So the same Bhagavatam everybody hears. It's not that everybody will make the same progress. It is the one who has intense desire to attain the goal. He will make more progress. The one who's like little relaxed about the goal, he will not make that much of progress, right? So the mercy is there. So one is the endeavor is there. So all of us are putting the endeavor, wake up early in the morning, even if you are not like, because I've told like we should endeavor. So all of us are putting endeavor to wake up early in the morning, and all of us are trying to do Mangalarati and chanting. And all of us are trying to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam, read Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are trying to do all these things. But if we like the effort is there, one aspect. The second aspect is the mercy of the Lord that needs to be there. So even with that, we need to have the intense desire to attain the mercy. No, that is also very, very important. That is why Rupa Goswami says the Lord is very merciful, He is giving. And the sadhaka is anyway performing his sadhana. That is not a problem. But the most important thing is laulyam. No, that is a missing link. No, he is anyway performing his sadhana as a routine, like no कुछ और कर नहीं सकते हैं, like अभी तो डिवोटी बन गया तो like डिवोटी विलास like no प्रभु जी 16 माला चल रहा है ना so करना ही पड़ेगा so and then Lord is merciful, He will show mercy. No, but where is the missing link? The missing link is this greed to attain the Lord, no, intense greed to attain the Lord. No, that is very, very essential. So without that, no, we will not be able to make progress. No, we will not be able to clear the ground, in going forward in attaining the lotus feet of the Lord. So this is very essential. And here we see, Rukmini had this very intense goal of attaining Krishna, and that is very much evident from the letter that she writes. So, and Rukmini is like, so our point we were discussing that we also should try to see that our goal is maintained. Our goal is not getting distracted in getting some name, fame, position, or in getting some wealth, or in getting some any other substandard temporary things of this world. So the material nature's job is to keep changing our goal, getting back to the material goal. And our job is to perform the sadhana and again hear about this lofty goal that we have, to attain the lotus feet of the Lord, to become absorbed in the chanting of the names of the Lord, and to become absorbed in the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. So this we have to again and again reinforce, again and again, change the goal and revitalize this goal by association with devotees, who have this solid goal to attain the Lord. Right, so this is a very, very important sadhana that we are trying to do. The sadhana is one of the sadhana is to keep the goal on, keep the goal on track. So when we do that thing, and also eagerness to attain the goal. If we are there in company of devotees, who tell that Prabhu, who has chanted properly? Everybody I see that chanting time sab log sote hain. So it is who has chanted properly? Why to take it so seriously? आराम से करेंगे ना, सब लोग यही तो चल रहा है. So then that kind of a company is not good. So but if somebody is struggling, he's sleeping, but still he's thinking that what is I'm such a useless person. I'm not even able to chant the rounds of chant 16 rounds properly. I'm not able to chant with absorption and focus all 16 rounds properly. Now what is the use of my sadhana? What is the use of my existence? I should do properly. When will I be able to do my sadhana properly? So when somebody has this kind of an attitude, even if he's sleeping, it is good. Such person is serious. Because the attitude is important. Than the external. The external will manifest. If he is serious, eventually, very quickly, the externals will manifest. But if he is not very serious, by chance he is awake in the chanting, still it is useless. So he will not be able to make much progress. Because this intensity and eagerness is very, very essential. In the progress of devotion. So we should try. We should offer prayers to Krishna that it is only because of your material nature and my contaminated mind, I'm not able to focus on your names. You please be merciful and you please award me this audience in the form of your holy name. I want to hear your names very clearly. I want to chant with absorption. Please help me. So when we actually offer such prayer and cry in front of the Lord is very merciful. He will remove the curtain of the Maya, and then we will be able to access him in the form of his holy name. So more we access the Lord, so more we will become eager to attain the association of the Lord. Here, the quality of hearing of Rukmini is very amazing, that she has developed so much attraction towards Krishna. So people who have not taken gulab jamun, will say it may be at another dish. But people who have taken gulab jamun, they'll say kal bhi milega kya? So it is nice. So the same way, people who have nicely practiced their bhajan, nicely chanted their rounds, nicely heard the Srimad Bhagavatam, studied nicely, and then with proper attitude rendered service to Krishna. So they will be able to see some relishment in the whole process, and they will hanker for more. So that is a very important point. So here we see that Rukmini Devi, she is actually hankering for more. So that's a very clear this one of that she actually got the association of Krishna in the form of hearing the glories of the Lord. And then Rukmini's marriage settlement was happening. So the king of Vidarbha, Bhishmaka, he had 5 sons, all are very nice names, Rukmi and Rukmarata, Rukma Bahu, Rukma Kesha, and Rukma Mali and Rukmini. So like Rukmini is the daughter, and she is like very, very beautiful, and like many saintly people used to come and describe and all those things. And then like everybody in the royal family, they all wanted Rukmini to get married to Krishna, including the father and other brothers and everybody, so they had this idea only. But then Rukmini, being the elder brother, he had little upper hand, पिताजी थोड़ा बूढ़ा हो गया तो like उसका value चले जाता है, and then so after that the elder brother, it is a very, this one even in the Pandavas also we see that Bhima is having so much of valor, but then if Yudhishthira says no, we are not going to fight, he says like no, ठीक है, भाई ने बता दिया तो like no, I cannot do anything. So they used, though they may be like more qualified, so they always accept the elder. And here Rukmini, he should have accepted his father, but then like he had little difference of opinion, and then everybody had to like agree with his opinion. And nobody, only this one person has this idea that Rukmini should be married to Suchipal, and the whole marriage is going to happen. So now, like the whole arrangement is happening without much of consent with Rukmini, and also like others also take like so he is so much adamant, so let us get this marriage done. So now like Rukmini is like very, very this one very, very morose about this particular thing. So before that, like Rukmini got like so much attracted to Krishna. In the same way, Krishna also got attracted to Rukmini. So the devotees, like same way, the sadhus meet Krishna also often, and then they go and glorify about Rukmini. So this, you see, this very important aspect, that sadhu's business is that it is not that if you see like the glorification of Rukmini, it also involves a lot of description of our beauty. It may look like an ordinary person of this world, he is like enamored by the beauty of the opposite sex, and he is glorifying the features of the opposite sex. And here, the sadhu, they are also doing the same thing. They are also glorifying the features of Rukmini. But here you see, their sadhus, their job is that to glorify Krishna and to glorify Srimati Radharani. Like in the process, they are glorifying so many different features of the Lord. So it is only to serve the Lord and like to gratify the Lord about like to their whole point is that Krishna is the enjoyer. They are not the enjoyers. So that is very, very strongly there. If a person in the conditioned state, if he sees all these things, he will say like like it is, they are taking pleasure at a very lower level. It's not like that. It is a very highest pleasure. Like serving Krishna, just like Lord Hanuman. He went to find out Mother Sita, right? So whole point is that how to bring Lord and his consort together. That is their goal. It is not that I am going to describe or I am going to meditate on this features of the opposite sex in a derogatory way. That's not like that. So the devotee's whole aim is that how to bring Lord and his consort together. Right? So even in the pastimes of Vrindavan, we see that many devotees are there, and everybody's seva is that how to actually arrange for the meeting of Sri Radha and Krishna. How to actually get them together. So that is the point. Even the point is not that I will enjoy with Lakshmi, that is Ravana's mentality, that's demoniac. Even this one is attitude is not that I will enjoy with Krishna. Even that is not there. Srimati Radharani should enjoy with Krishna. I am the servant of them. I will just make the arrangement for them. So this is the mood in which actually a devotee renders service to them. So now we see that Krishna was also informed of the Rukmini's beauty and the glories, and then he also became very much attracted to Rukmini. And it is not that like these points are a little difficult for philosophical minded people. That absolute truths means like who is completely self-satisfied. So and how can he get attracted to something? So it's like people like me, like we are too much in logical this one, find it difficult to understand. So but then the acharyas are very merciful. So they give the understanding how the supreme absolute truth, who is what is that? Atmarama, no? Atmarama Chamanayo, Nirgante Adyurukam. So, no, who's Atmarama, who's completely self-satisfied, still he gets attracted, no, to his devotees and to the qualities, no, to the wonderful qualities that the devotees have. And this is a pastime of this is the way the Lord actually increases his ananda. And the Lord doesn't feast upon an external thing, right? So we, for us to relish and enjoy, we require a nice prasadam or we require some other sense object and things like that. So when the Lord is relishing, these things, it is not something external. No, he is still Atmaram because like Rukmini Devi is the potency of Krishna, is energy of Krishna. She is Shakti, of Krishna. And Shakti is like you cannot separate the fire from like heat and light. Heat and light is part and parcel of the fire. And in the same way, Rukmini is part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is not trying to enjoy a entity which is away, which is outside him. Krishna is still Atmara. Still he is deriving his pleasure within himself. Right? So Rukmini Devi is perfectly within the energies of Krishna. So there is nothing that Krishna is feasting upon some sense object outside him. No, there is nothing exists outside him. Everything that exists is within his within his capacity or within himself. He is Param Dharma. He is the container of everything that exists. So then where from he enjoys something which is outside himself. He is still Atmarama. Right? There is no question of Krishna developing some kind of an attraction towards an external object. He gets attracted to himself. That's all. So he gets attracted to Rukmini is nothing but another statement of he gets attracted to himself. That's all. Right? So now we see that like Rukmini, she was very morose. Okay, so sometimes this is also asked, like why such things are happening? Like Rukmini is the consort of Krishna, and here she is going to get married to somebody else. And Vrindavan, like the gopis were married to somebody else already. Here it was about to, and there was like it is already. So then why such this one happened? Like why not the Lord is all powerful personality? Why he cannot get his consort without any effort? So the whole thing is when there is some effort put, there is some maja aata hai. So like that, the acharyas tell that in the Bhauma Vrindavan, there is so many demons are there. So there is so much of anxiety that is created and so much of their sense of attraction to Krishna has increased and things like that. So in the spiritual world, there is no demons. So, but the acharyas say, no, there also demons exist in the form of rumors. So abhi Aristasur aa raha hai. Actually, the demon nahi hai, but then in the form of rumors, the demons exist. So like, just like small kids, the mothers will feed, abhi like, this one, some ghost is going to come, he's soon you eat, and police will come and catch you, thief will come and things like that. Nobody is coming. But then the rumor, and the job is done, like the child is able to eat. So in the same way, in the spiritual world, there is no need of demons, but then the rumors of demons coming is there. So, and that actually intensifies their attraction to Krishna, right? So they take shelter of Krishna and things like that. So in this way, like we see that, so this kind of obstacles in the pastime of Krishna is also very nice. Like, it actually creates a lot of curiosity for the readers, and also it creates a lot of amazing this one for the Lord and his consort also, right? And then like Rukmini, she is daughter of a Kshatriya, and like after this marriage was settled, it was about to happen, so date fixed and everything is done, and it's quite soon it's going to happen. And Rukmini, she is like an ordinary lady would be like sitting and crying, but she is a Kshatriyani, she is like very bold, and she makes a plan. Now anyway, like if this marriage has to happen, I'll die. Or if Krishna comes, like I'll live. So marna hai to like marne ke pehle kuch karke marenge. So like that. So it is like that. The Kshatriyas, they don't fear for anything. So if something happens, I'll have to die. I'll die. It's okay. But then I have to give an attempt. And she makes a very, very careful attempt. She selects a Brahmana. She writes a letter. She gives it to the Brahmana, and she says like, you go and give this to Krishna, and then ensure that like okay, whatever Krishna says, like yes or no, you come and tell me. I'll decide whether to live or not. So this was her plan. And she handed over the letter and she sent the Brahmana. And the Brahmana also, like, he went straight into the Dwaraka and he didn't got any obstruction anywhere because Dwarka is a well-protected city, within the waters, and then it's quite difficult to reach that place. So, even for the demons like Jarasandha and all, so they were not very easily they could actually penetrate this fortress that is made. So, generally the fort will be surrounded by like this water, and in that some ferocious animals, ferocious like crocodiles and all these things will be put. That's called moat, right? So, like here for Dwarka, Krishna had like whole ocean as this one, ocean to beach mein jaake, like he had made his palace. So it is quite difficult to enter there, and lot of security checks will be there. Naturally, like it's a very a great king and who is constantly attacked by the enemies. So like a lot of security checks will be there. But then when this Brahmana came, he could able to freely pass through. This is how though the Lord, it's very difficult to attain. The Lord is like the great rishis and munis, they are performing tapasya for so many lifetimes and still they are not able to attain the lotus feet of the Lord. But if somebody is graced by the devotee of the Lord, he actually gets entrance into Krishna's presence very quickly. So that is a very nice point. So now we have to take shelter of the devotees of the Lord, Srila Prabhupada, Panchatattva, and the previous acharyas. If they become merciful upon us, like all the obstacles in going back to the spiritual world become easy, like easily removed, all of them. So here we see that this Brahmana reached, and then Krishna actually glorifies this Brahmana in many different ways. So we will not discuss in detail about that. But one important thing is that Krishna actually gives proper respect. He like serves the Brahmana, he washes his feet, he massages his feet, and then he gives some nice accommodation and things like that. And he actually converses with the Brahmana. And in that, one very important thing, there are many lessons to learn, but one important thing to take is that he asked that, I hope you are satisfied with whatever Krishna is providing, or whatever the Lord is providing. Krishna only is asking, so whatever the Lord has provided to you, like, I hope you are satisfied. If you are not satisfied within yourself, you may have to take birth after birth after birth, like, you may have to revolve in the cycle of birth and death. But this satisfaction is a very, very important principle. We will not be able to get all our desires fulfilled, but we should know that, like, we should somehow or other hit this platform of satisfaction. Yadricha lava santushta, whatever by the mercy of the Lord comes, like we become satisfied with that. Daiva labdena santosha. So, like many places, the scriptures actually glorify this particular point that to be satisfied, is a very important aspect. And we know from Srimad Bhagavatam, often quoted shloka, when we can become satisfied completely, suprasidati. So when we render service to Krishna uninterrupted and unmotivated, so that is when we become satisfied. So the real satisfaction, we cannot hit the platform of satisfaction in the material plane. Like by force, okay, whatever comes, I will be satisfied. We cannot. It is difficult to be like that. Because the soul is an active principle. The soul always requires some gratification. And Krishna is the reservoir of all the gratification. And only at the shelter of Krishna, the living entity can be completely satisfied. In no other place, he can actually do that. So now, Krishna actually asks this particular thing. If you are satisfied, like, then you can actually attain your goal. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So then, in so many different ways, like many other things are also discussed. So, but then now we come to Rukmini's letter. It's a very important this one. So before starting the letter, so we will try to recite these shlokas once. So it is text number 37 onwards in this chapter. Shri Rukmini Uvacha Shutva Gunan Bhavana Sundara Shinvatam Te Nirvishya Karana Vivarai Arathonga Thapam Rupam Drisham Drishimatam Akilartha Labam Tvayachyuta Vashati Chittam Apatrapam Me. And then Katva Mukunda Mahati Kulashila Rupa Vidya Vayo Dravina Damber Atmatulyam Dira Patim Kulavati Navrinita Kanya Kale Nrishimma Naraloka Manobhiramam. And then Tanme Bhavan Kaludate Patiranga Jayam Atma Pitascha Bhavato Tra Vibo Videhi Ma Vira Bhagam Avimarshatu Chaitya Arad, Gomayu, Van Mrugapater Balimambujaksha, Yashangri Pankaja Raja, Snapanam Mahanto, Vanchanti Umapatir Ivatma, Tamo Pahatyai, Yadhambujakshana Labeya, Bhavat Prasadam, Jahyam Asun, Brata Krishan, Shata Janma Vishyat. So it's like just for our purification. So this words that are mentioned by these great personalities are very, very purifying. So now let's see these the objects or the different aspects of this letter. That's essentially a prayer, which is summoning the Lord, which is actually petitioning the Lord. You please come and save me, right? So the Brahmana read out this letter. It contained these very wonderful shlokas. Shruva Gunan. Now, Shruva Gunan means like to hear about the guna of the Lord. Bhuvana Sundara, like no. So the most beautiful personality, in the entire creation, and she is telling that anyone will get absorbed, in such a personality, right? So, okay, let me read the translation of this first shloka. It says that, O beauty of the world, like Bhuvana Sundara, having heard of your qualities, which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress, like Shunmatam and then like Karanarandra, so through the ears, it goes. And then having also heard of your beauty, which fulfills all visual desires of those who see, now I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. So here, this very important point. It says that when we hear the glorification of the Lord, it actually removes all the material pangs. So this, even in the Gopi Gita also, this one comes, right? Tava katamritam, tapta jivanam. So like this glories of the Lord, because Lord is the only person, who can actually relieve us from all the material pangs. So we are actually going through so much of difficulty, so much of miseries, only because of lack of association with Krishna. And when we again get the association of Krishna, so all these things will be removed. And how to get the association of Krishna? Srutva Gunan, right? By the way of hearing about the Lord, by the way of hearing the holy names of the Lord, by the way of hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam. And then the Lord is such a person, who comes inside, he gets fixed, So like he becomes fixed, in the heart. So through such love, one always sees you within himself. Thus, all one desires is fulfilled. I have also heard about your qualities, your beauty that satisfy all visual desires. I may be shameless in expressing that you have captivated me and taken my heart. So, like here, the argument, one of the arguments that is presented is that what if Krishna thinks, what kind of a girl she is? Like, she's just proposing like this, and God knows like who else she has proposed. So maybe she's not a girl of good character. So that also maybe not maybe thought of. So then like that is why Rukmini is telling like you may think that I'm shameless, but it's okay. Like I want to express myself. This is what I'm feeling towards you, and then you may doubt my character. How could a young unmarried girl approach you without shame? O Lion among men, O Supreme Person among persons, I know you are the husband of goddess of fortune. You delight the mind of mankind. And which aristocratic, sober-minded and marriageable girl of good family would not choose you as her husband when proper time has come? So she's telling that it is not me, but the whole world is attracted to you. Everybody who comes in touch with you becomes attracted to you. What is the fault if I get attracted to you? It is perfectly fine. Right? So being attracted to your wonderful qualities, character, knowledge, opulence, and position, which are equal to you only and not comparable to with anyone else. Like it is very, very natural that Krishna's beauty, everybody gets attracted to. Krishna's opulence, everybody gets attracted to. Krishna's knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, even atheists comment upon it. Such is the attraction of Krishna's knowledge. Right? So, that is how Krishna is all attractive. And everybody are getting attracted to you, and I have also got attracted to you. It's not a fault. It's like it's a common thing that happens. So then she says that I know you are the husband of goddess of fortune, very kind to your devotees. Therefore, I have decided to become your maidservant. So this is one very important thing. So, like Rukmini Devi is not telling that, no, I'll become your wife and I'll be the Lord and Master of you. No, it's not like that. I want to serve you. No. So the whole Vedic philosophy is that every relationship, no, is imbued with service. In one of the places when the four Kumaras they go to the Vaikuntha Loka and then they see the atmosphere over there and things like that, and then they actually have entered into an argument with Jai Vijay, and then all these things happens. And when Lord actually understands that these four devotees have come and they got like detained over there in the gate and they cursed Jai Vijay, and when Lord came back, from within, like he actually glorified the Brahmanas. You see, like you four Brahmanas have come here. Brahmanas are very dear to me. And it so happened that you came to my place and I could not able to receive you well. You became you were detained and you had to he didn't come out and say like, how dare you curse my servants? No, the Lord didn't tell that. Lord told that no, you are Brahmanas and you are very glorified, and you came and I didn't offer you a proper reception. So then the Lord says that you see, like people actually worship my lotus feet, and even Lakshmi Devi doesn't leave my lotus feet and go anywhere. Why? Because I constantly serve my devotees who are the Brahmanas. So here we see that the boss of all the bosses, he is actually mentioning that I am glorious because I serve my devotees. And useless people of this world, they think that no, I am glorious now everybody should serve me. So that is the problem actually. So like in every relationship, the father demands the service from the son demands the service from the father, and the husband demands service from wife, and wife demands service from the husband. So everybody is demanding, saying that no, you should do this thing, right, for me. But in the Vedic system is meant to give cross-culture training, to give us the training of spiritual world. And the training of the spiritual world is to get the mood of service. Like this is the most important thing that we see that Rukmini Devi is telling that I just want to become your maid servant. I don't want anything else. No, I just simply want to get an opportunity to serve you. That's what she is actually appealing for. So I dedicate my life and soul unto your lotus feet. I have selected your lordship as my husband, and therefore request you to accept me as your wife. Now I belong to you. That which is enjoyable to lion should not be taken away by a jackal. And here the jackal is Shishupal and other things. So you are the best amongst the men. Nrsimha. So you are the best amongst the men, and you should actually have me and not these Shishupal and other people. And then she tells that I would have did social welfare activities like digging wells, planting trees, and things like that. She is putting a lot of list of auspicious activities. Why she is doing this? It is mentioned that Krishna could not be attained by one lifetime's pious activities. So like it is mentioned that in Bhagavad Gita also it is there. Esham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moham nirmukta. But right? So for many lifetimes, somebody has executed or acted piously, and such a person comes to the point of becoming determined in the process of executing devotional service, right? So some people come, for some time practice and then go off. No, it is not a surprise actually. It is only a person, who has performed pious activities for lifetimes and lifetimes, or he's been invested with a great mercy of a pure devotee. So it is not possible for ordinarily people come and take up devotional service. इसमें क्या होता है, like माला ही तो घुमाना है, गीता पढ़ना, भागवत पढ़ना, like इतना तो हो ही जाएगा. So no, it is not possible. So it requires great determination, and that comes from lifetimes and lifetimes of acting piously, right? So here Rukmini Devi is telling that I must have performed so many pious activities in my past life. I don't know, but I must have performed. And if it is so that I have performed all these pious activities, digging wells or serving sadhus and this and that, so many things. So if I have performed all these things, please take all of them, put together, do a summation of all these things, and then take it into one account and see that, in exchange to that, you please, allow me to become your wife, right? So I would have worshipped Supreme Personality of Godhead and the demigods, and serve the superiors like Guru, Brahmana, and Vaishnavas. If by all these things I have pleased the Supreme Lord Narayana, then I wish that Lord Krishna, the brother of Balaram, please, come and take my hand, right? So that I shall not be touched by Shishupal and his company. And then the next two shlokas, she is actually putting her no Kshatriya brain actually. So now she's telling that, no, you see, okay, all these things is fine. No, I have appealed to you. And in case if you make up your mind to kidnap me, so then like you may have some apprehensions. No, like the queens or like this, women of the royal order, they would be there in the inner chambers, and if you have to cross and get to the inner chambers, so you may have to meet a lot of other people, and Rukmini is telling that you may be feeling that you may have to injure some of my relatives to come and take me. No, that's not the case. Like, no, I'll be going out just one day before marriage, like, no, for processions to the Girija's temple. And on the way, that's a good time, when my relatives will not be there, and it's an open ground. Anybody can do anything. so like in that time, you can actually, that's a proper time to come and actually kidnap me. And she's only telling that, no other thing will work. No, you have to kidnap me only. No, and then winning me with your valor, you can actually kidnap me. And then she's telling that you should come alone into this one. You should have an army brought with you, and the army should be stationed somewhere outside, in like engulfing this one, what is that, the city. But then you should come alone. If you come with the army, people will doubt that you have come again to create some problem, and Jarasandha and all these people are anyways there, and they will again start the fight. If you say like I've just come to attend the marriage, nobody will say anything. No, actually, in fact, when Krishna and Balaram enters, or Krishna enters the this one, what is that? Vidarbha. So he enters royally. Nice reception is there, everything is good and things like that. So there's nobody suspecting anything. So like amazing plan Rukmini is actually making. You should enter alone and you should have your army, like in the vicinity, right? And then you can like at the right time, you can actually kidnap me, and when these people will attack you, you show your valor. You should like it's the Kshatriya queens, like they also like that. This one, the king who actually wins their hand, shows some valor, shows some like, दो चार लोगों को मार के like, there is some cut in their body and things like that, and they touch the blood and they feel like, no, this is good. That's like Kshatriya women. मेरा पति ने कुछ करके आया. There is like, I don't know, like somewhere I heard that in one Kshatriya, like he went out to the battle, and then like there is a news back to the kingdom that he actually got defeated. And then this king actually somehow he saved his life and came back. And when he came to the kingdom, like he actually asked her wife, I have come back, like queen, I have come back. And the queen says, like, no, mera pati to aa nahi sakta hai. Like, haar ke kaisa aayega? Like, he would have given up his life there only if he would have got defeated. Now, how can he come back, after, facing a defeat? So that is the sort of, like, that is the nature of Kshatriya ladies, You can see that, like, Rukmini is telling that, when you kidnap me, that time your army is like at a distance, but still you should show your valor. You should fight with these people, and you should like subdue them, and you should take me. Right? So you like amazing this one. And yeah, so in the last shloka, again, it's very nice shloka. It says that even though Shishupal is also a great king, there is no one greater than you, Lord Krishna. So Shishupal also may have like many wonderful qualities and things like that. But in comparison to you, Krishna, like, it's nothing, actually. So even great souls like Lord Shiva hanker to take bath in the dust of your lotus feet, which destroys ignorance. And what's the proof? Lord Shiva actually, honorably, carries Mother Ganges, which is nothing but the water that has washed the lotus feet of Krishna, right? Lotus feet of Vamana Dev. So in this way, Lord Shiva and great personalities like that, they also carry dust of your lotus feet on their head. So, like, you're so very glorious. What to speak of these Shishupal and all these people? They are nothing in front of you. So you're really very great. And then here comes a very important aspect of a sadhaka. We are trying to attain Krishna. And who is this Krishna? As it is mentioned here, even great personalities like Lord Shiva and Brahma, they also want to have the association of Krishna, and sometimes they have it. And I am an ordinary living entity, insignificant living entity, and I'm trying to get the association of Krishna. How lofty a goal it is, It's like, even if you aim for 20 crore per annum package, also it is okay, Man sector, like, you want to have Krishna. It's like, what is that? He is the Lakshmipati, like, it's Lakshmipati, matlab, crores and crores and crores of packages. No, लिखी नहीं सकते उसको, गिन नहीं सकते, उतना चाहिए, you know. So it is like, no, and why this is also a nice aspect of what is that? Why the devotees take up the path of renunciation. Now, one time, when first Janmashtami was happening 2011 here, so that time we met a very, big person, very influential big person, and he gave 5,000 rupees donation to me. I was so happy. Like, I called up to Krishna. I told Prabhu, like, I met this person. I got 5,000 rupees donation. He told, like, give it back. And Prabhu, like, this is the first donation I got. But itna bada aadmi, itna diya, it's something like that. So you have an expectation of 50,000, 1 lakh, and then you get 5,000, like, like that. So why do devotees, like, why do sadhus take on the path of renunciation? They want Lakshmipati, and like, this one, you live a life where little bit, some tiny package of, maybe like 1 crore, 2 crore, something like that, and per annum, and like uske sath, like, so much of work is there and things like that and all. So I mean, like, no, I want Lakshmipati. No, this 1 crore, 2 crore, no, I don't want. I want Lakshmipati only, and nobody else. That is why they take renunciation. No, I don't want to settle for anything cheap. No, I want that only. No, like, what is it? No bargaining, right? So Rukmini Devi also was like that. See, it is a lofty goal. I understand. Even great personalities, they actually hanker to get you. But then, I am having a desire to attain you. I understand it's a very lofty goal. So I understand that it is a very difficult thing, like, like, if somebody asks us, like, I have lost my purse, like, 5-10 rupees de dijiye, like, no, I want to go to some place, फिर भी मान सकता है. Then somebody is coming and telling, like, no, थोड़ा 1 crore दे दो, so much to expect, like, somebody will give such a big sum, So I hear Rukmini Devi is having that sentiment that, I am asking the Supreme Lord, the greatest of treasures, how can I get that? So there is a good possibility that the appeal, this proposal may get rejected, So, and then she says that, okay, if this proposal is rejected, I will perform austerities, I will perform so severe tapasya, and I will give up my life, and I will do this life after life after life till the time I attain you. So there is something like, she actually makes this one. So this great determination and eagerness, it is not that, I made an appeal, if whatever I asked for. So many times, like, devotees have meetings for service also, like, in Janmashtami, like, so much of service meeting happens. And I put an appeal, I put a desire, like, this can be done like this. And then other devotee says, no, like, ye kaam nahi chalega. Usko taal diye. So then, like, I feel insulted, like, no, hey, opinion dala, and then people did not take that opinion. So what is this? So here we see that now Rukmini is putting her opinion that you should come and kidnap me. And even if you don't come and kidnap me, no problem. I'll wait for you. So it is like amazing thing that she is not getting discouraged. She is completely determined. Even if my appeal is not heard, still I will continue my devotional service. Still I will anticipate that one day, somehow or other, I will attain your lotus feet. Right? So this is a very, very important thing, that one should have strong determination in the process of Krishna consciousness, because there is so many failures that can actually come. This world is full of all kind of ups and downs. There is all possible failures are possible for us. But even in the face of failures, if we say, no, I will again get up and I will again perform devotional service. So then, we are qualified to get to the lotus feet of the Lord. Otherwise, first failure, second failure, like fifth failure, we give up, we give up, that's all. We will not be able to reach. So one very important thing in progress in Krishna consciousness is that we should be really, really determined. Come what may, I have to execute devotional service. Whatever obstacles may come, I will again get back. Even if I fall, I will get back and continue in the process of Krishna consciousness. So this is very nicely shown by Rukmini Devi. So with this, we are finishing the letter of Rukmini Devi with meager explanations. So there is lots and lots of explanations could be given, but I could able to understand only this much. So we can devotees can ask any questions or comments or want to share some reflections we can take. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions? Yes, ma'am.
So you mentioned the Brahmana has not straight Krishna's practice. Is it because Brahmana is attached with the devotee? Devotee here is that you were mentioning?
Yeah, Rukmini has said.
She's a pure devotee. That's why Brahmana has been able to pass through easily and then reach Krishna.
Okay, any reflections? Anybody would like to share some, some things that you heard today, which you would like to take back home? Here, audio nahi karke bol rahe the, like idhar bhi audio nahi aaya shayad. Yes, bro.
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful lecture, Mr. Koji. Reflection-wise, on the eve of Janmashtami, what we understand from the mood of Rukmini is that no matter what situation it is, when we are endeavoring for Krishna, when we are thinking of Krishna, it's always success. There is nothing called failure. In our mind, conditioned mind, we think that, okay, if we are doing this, then we are successful. If you are not able to achieve, or we got insulted, offended in some form or shape, then we start thinking or doubting ourselves and even Krishna consciousness also. But Rukmini Devi is clearly calling out that that's not how it should be. It's always perfect whenever we are thinking of Krishna in whatever shape. That's it.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
2 points. Like how Rukmini got attracted to Lord Krishna is very wonderful. Just by hearing about Lord Krishna's qualities, and she was attracted to Lord Krishna. So this really stresses on the importance of hearing about Krishna. So that's what we take away from this. And second thing is, like what you will understand over the end of the class is like we can't be impatient in the devotional service because overnight results may come, may not come. There may be ups and downs in our devotional service. So just like how Rukmini Devi is begging for the Lord, she's willing to wait for the city even of hundreds of millions of lifetimes also. That made me remember when Chaitanya Chaitanya asked him and he said how long I can wait for 1 lakh lifetime, because after 1 lakh lifetimes Sri Chaitanya not will believe that. So this is how the mood. Even though we are thinking to finish perfect our life, perfect our Krishna consciousness in this life and go back to Lord, but still the mood of the devotee, even if Lord is not going to take me to this life, I am willing to wait for the mercy of the Lord, even that may be even 1 lakh lifetime. That is one more effective.
Yes, thank you. Reached. Any other questions or questions?
What one point really said that sometimes at the position of authority to give suggestion, and if it's not getting effective, so you feel, I mean, not you, I mean, as a person can feel a person is not being, what do you say, respected and all, right? That can very well happen. So how do you actually what do you say, get adjusted to the?
Yeah, so this is a very important question. So when we give an opinion or a particular choice or something like that in the service, like in a group of devotees are involved, when our opinion is not taken, so then we feel little insulted or things like that. So now we can actually where we orient our Krishna consciousness is very important. So if we can orient ourselves saying that I've been given an opportunity to think about Krishna's service and voice an opinion, that itself is a glorious thing for me. So that is what I consider as service. And if it is worthy, then people will take it. So like if I become attached to my opinion, which is attached to me, as a false ego. So then I become hurt, in my this one. So the hurt actually reaches me. But if I become attached to this point that I have to use, Krishna has given me this intelligence, Matta Smriti Jnana Apohanamcha. So he has given me this intelligence, like knowledge, remembrance, and stuff like that. And I could able to successfully exercise in Krishna's service. I could able to generate an opinion. I could able to voice an opinion. That itself, that is what if I consider as my success. So then, then it actually nourishes me, even if the opinion is not taken. My goal is achieved already. So I've used my intelligence in service of the Lord. But if I attach myself to my opinion, then it becomes little difficult. So the material nature's job is to condition us to get attached to our opinion. And our sadhana is supposed to take us to this point that, I am here to exercise my capacity in Krishna's service. So when we focus on that particular aspect and when we try to see, contemplate and try to see all the time, that where is my consciousness? What is that I value in my life? So I value an opportunity, of service, or I value my personal stuff, like my desires, opinions, or anything else, for that matter. So in that way, a sadhaka is expected to contemplate, in this way that, where is which is the thing which I am cherishing, or which is the thing which I am trying to develop. So, that could help a bit. Yes.
You were mentioning about that we should wait patiently, but in between you told us material nature job is to keep changing our goal. But our duty is to keep revitalizing, keep nourishing that same goal of attaining Krishna lotus feet in the association of the devotees. That we should take very seriously.
Thank you. Thanks.
But you mentioned that the eagerness and the desire to attain the goal, that is very, very important, which will actually make us advance further. If eagerness is not there and that desire is not there to attain the goal, then and if it is not aligned with the determination, then it's very difficult progress. And also you mentioned about the mood of a servant, that I'm just a servant of the Lord, and I have to just whatever I can from my side I can do to arrange something for their pleasure. So that is
Yes.
So we told you of many pastimes such as Jarasandha, and everybody tried to come to Krishna in a different mode, but their goal was their goal. In the mode of defeating him or in the mode of devotion. So they have tried. They have failed many times, but they have tried. So, but you have to try in the mode of devotion. So so we have to try to attain Krishna with devotion. And you also made a point that we are there not to enjoy. We have to serve rather than. So we are not here not enjoy that. We are just servant and we have to serve now.
Great. Thank you. Something from Mataji's side?
Thank you, Mr. There's so many good things. Mainly how we have to hear more about the glorification of the Lord, so that we get about the material things, and also hear about the goal, that we have to set the goal, so that we get the eagerness to attain Krishna.
Which could be determined towards our goal. We should have strong determination, even though here and there go on, we should still stick to the process of devotional service.
Thanks. Okay, so we'll pause the session here. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Rishabh Prabhuji. Yesterday we were here and we do some services, we hear something and we just go. And somehow I have something, I left my bag and I came back. So we were just removing all the chairs and we don't know when we were discussing what is to be done with rice and everything. So I was thinking that we comfortably go back home and sleep, but they are here to, clean up things and arrange those things. And then next day here sitting and giving class, not easy. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for being a great example for all of us, which is very, very important. Someone who has lived long years in Krishna consciousness, we really understand that this is very rare opportunity to be with devotees like him and others also. So thank you very much. We'd like to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Prabhuji and the nice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So I think so this is going to be the most important. We make so many announcements that we have this festival and we have to do, but here we have Janmashtami, the key of all our festivals, which is on Friday. We just had Balram Jayanti this week, and we celebrated in a very big way. We invited Shri Gauranitai deities in our community, so you'll see there like big size deities, and they will be taken to various yatras and all. And there is a nice devotee couple, Balwan, Balaji Prabhuji, and his wife will be taking care of those deities. And then again, we have invited 4 more pairs of Radha Krishna deities. So you all know that we are celebrating Janmashtami in 8 different locations. This is again a great opportunity. Like this is how the community gets opportunity. When we are linked, when we are serving together. Serving independently is maybe a service in our mind that is not what Krishna is looking for. As Prabhuji said, like serving the devotees is what makes Krishna satisfied. Like how we can facilitate Radha and Krishna to be happy together, serving through devotees. So the devotees here are getting a lot of opportunities. So their congregation devotees will be taking care of these deities. Again, a lot of service opportunity, and I see a lot of longevity in the entire congregation here. Yesterday we do a very little outreach promotion, and Nishant Prabhu and his team went, these photographs, I don't know if someone has seen Nishant Prabhu climbing on trees and putting the signboards and, the entire team. It was like amazing to see their enthusiasm and commitment and devotion, sincerity. And some of the devotees were just taken a Krishna consciousness also. So really inspired the youth devotees going to PGs, which are, they say, difficult to even perceive what they do inside. So we were thankful to each and every one of you. So last few days, just 4 or 5 days at the beginning. So we should put in all efforts, continue, same volume to serve Krishna under the directions. So request all of you to come forward for promotion activities, for donations. It is a huge thing for us, celebrating that in 8 different locations. Our target, like expenses are very, very high. And we have, as of today, when I'm speaking, we have not yet met that target. So look forward, like not only you that you can go out and collect, that will be very important for us. And those who have receipt books that they have collected, we will request, if you can please come back to your respective location leaders and give the receipt books in the Lakshmi so that they can be utilized. That is again an important thing. So today and tomorrow being a holiday, it's these 2 days are, Krishna's arrangement for us that he has given these 2 days for us. So, please involve in services. Leaders, those who are leaders of respective departments, I would request them if they can consider taking off on 18, a day before, because there will be a lot of services required in the pandal, the setup of pandal, many things. If not the full day, at least half day, will be really supportive for all of us. When, this center is also celebrating, we have been invited to Brigade Lakefront to celebrate Janmashtami. So he needs a volunteers there also. PNH is also celebrating on 18th. So, it's like, it will be really helpful if some of you can take leaves. That will be very helpful. Yeah. And there's one more thing, like our ACS leader Madhukar Prabhu, like his mother is going through a difficult time. So you would not see him around because he had gone to Jodhpur. His mother has gone through a very major 4-hour surgery of his spine, and the operation went well. She's recovering, and just today is the second day. So we pray for Madhukar Prabhu and his mother also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he's still trying his best to serve as much as possible. But you understand, he's a medical doctor and his mother going through, so he's very much engaged there. So we would request support from all other leaders to please come forward and help all of us. Thank you very much. I'm looking this. Oh yeah, so there is our base devotee, Mohit Prabhuji. His sister, just a 22-year-old girl had a stroke. That is like in brain, there is a problem from a non-medical language. It's becoming very challenging. She has undergone an operation, brain surgery, and she's still very, very critical in ICU in Gurgaon. So we request all of you to please pray for her. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's Sunday feast has been sponsored by His Grace, Her Grace Rani Rukmini Mataji. She's seeking blessings from all of you on the occasion of her initiation from His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj. So it's a good thing. Is Mataji around? Or she is in the UK? So you pray for her also. This chant a mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Thanks all of you. Hare Krishna. We will have Narsimhati followed by prayer. Namaste,
भगवान की जगत